What's up, everybody? I'm TJ.
And I'm Kelsey, and we are
the Nashville Wine Duo. All right, y'all, we're sitting here over a nice glass of wine.
Outside.
On
our back deck.
We just grilled out. Our wonderful friend Megan is here.
Yes, Megan. We love Megan.
Yes, so we thought we'd include her in the podcast today.
She loves wine, too, and we were just talking about this Johnny Depp trial.
Well, number one, let's tell them what we're drinking.
Okay, yes.
Revelation French Cab Merlot from Trader Joe's, $6.99?
I think it's $7.99.
$7.99. Inflation. So that's what we're drinking, but Johnny Depp came up, and Megan has some history on Johnny Depp, so I was like, we got to record this. Well,
first we started talking about it, and she was just like, hold on. I love this man. And I know everything about him if you want a history lesson.
So
I love Johnny Depp too, so like I've been obsessed with him.
So I just want to hear you two go at it. Like I
wanted you
Johnny
to talk
Depp
about
info.
your story that you just told us about how you figured out who Johnny Depp was.
Oh, that's true. Hilarious. Okay, so I started watching Pirates of the Caribbean. I was like 12. And internally, I wouldn't say it out loud, but internally I'm watching over and over thinking, this man is gorgeous. And everyone I thought was obsessed with Orlando Bloom. So probably like a few months into watching it, I thought, okay, I'm going to say something to a friend at school about this guy who's literally twice my age. Way more than twice my age.
You were embarrassed?
And I was so embarrassed because I thought, oh, he's old-ish, which now, no, he's not. But he's gorgeous. And I said it to a friend, and she's like, wait, you don't know who Johnny Depp is? And so then I had to deep dive. Who is this guy? And apparently he's been in a million movies.
Yes.
But yeah, his history is insane.
And you said you felt like he reached his most attractive point.
When?
Crybaby.
So that was the movie like where he's like in like it's back in the 50s?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I remember
he's got
him
that
in like
greased
a white,
hair.
greased hair and white t-shirt. Yeah.
Yep, and a leather jacket.
Leather jacket. Yep. Crybaby.
I really found him
Babyface.
attractive in Chocolat.
Ooh, of course. Of course. But he's barely...
I totally forgot about Chocolat.
He's barely in it, though, so it's misleading.
Yeah,
I was so excited to watch
like,
it.
Oh, the hot gypsy's coming up to, like, make chocolate.
Fair.
You know?
Fair.
What other movie did you find him? Obviously, Pirates of the Caribbean.
I mean, everything, but... Let's see, there's Secret Window.
Oh,
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Intellectual. What other one? There's one about time. I can't remember. It's a thriller. But he's done everything.
Okay, so what...
Even Edward Scissorhands, I thought he was cute.
Yeah, for some
Just
weird
saying.
reason. I don't know. I think it's like, there's something about him, though, as a person that still comes through, like, not just, like, the looks, I guess. I don't know. There's a special quality about him as an actor.
Yeah.
What would you two, since you guys are such big Johnny Depp fans, obviously now that I know this, what would you say is his best acting role movie?
Oh, man.
So hard.
I would say the movie Blow.
He's incredible in Blow.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's really, really amazing. It's a true story about the guy that, like, basically, like, brought cocaine to America.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really sad story, but, like...
Extremely sad.
It's a really good movie.
That,
yeah.
Strong
so
acting.
You would say that's...
Well, and I would actually say Pirates of the Caribbean. I think he, like...
Because he made up, like, half the character at least.
Yeah.
They said, hey, here's generally what you have. Make it the rest yourself. So that whole drunk role, all that. Everyone knows what it looks like. That's all him.
Yeah. Well, and he embodies that character. I think when you think of that movie, you immediately think of him. Like, that's the first person you think of.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Well, and I've told you this is kind of funny, but Violet, so she's she's my 11-year-old stepdaughter, about to be 12, and she has confessed to us too, around the same age, that she thinks Johnny Depp, and she was kind of actually a little weird about it, because she thought he was old.
Yeah.
She was like, I know he's old, but like I think she said, I saw that Pirates of the Caribbean movie, same thing, Pirates of the Caribbean, and she was like, I just thought he was so handsome.
Something
like
about that homeless tan drunkard. I don't know. He's mesmerizing.
There is something though, but I don't know. You were saying that you feel bad for him during this trial.
I do feel bad. Well, okay, so I was watching, I think Facebook popped it up, honestly, but there's that little clip, if those of you who haven't seen it, but essentially his sister, who I've never seen before, he actually looks a lot like her.
Really?
Yeah, in the face. I was really shocked, but she's talking about their childhood, and first of all, super obsessed with Johnny Depp. A lot of people are. It's a cult following, but I had read his biography before, but she was sharing things that definitely were not in the biography, which is, he's raised in Kentucky. I didn't realize, though, that his parents, specifically his mom, was super abusive. She was saying, man, like, not necessarily physically, but very verbal abusive, and she had nicknames for every single one of the kids. I think there was 5 of them, and it was to the point where they would always have to figure out somewhere to go into a different room or hide or whatever, because she was constantly making fun of them and used certain nicknames to, make them feel small. Anyway, she said from there, throughout seeing Johnny through all his life, he has had the same tendencies, which is to hide. When violence comes up, he's not going to fight back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He literally just goes away. Like, maybe he will push back, but he's never followed through with anything.
Right.
If anything, he wants to go and hide.
Right.
And I will say, watching later when they're talking about Amber
Heard.
his ex, and this whole trial, and it comes out that they play some live footage and when they're in an argument, and she keeps making fun of him for going away to the bathroom.
I heard that.
Yeah, and it checked out. If
Yeah.
you're listening to his sister's testimony, she said, he really is a gentle guy for the most part, and he's not retaliating in that sort of a sense. He won't put up with that. So Amber's making fun of him. She said, every time we get in an argument, you have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and I think calls him like a loser and stuff like that too. And like I think that's what it comes down to. It seems like the evidence is actually coming out that what these people are saying about his character is like actually true. And I don't know if you feel like this, and not to get like too deep on the subject, we don't have to go on for a long time, but I was actually having a conversation with my sister about this whole trial, and she was like, I think that verbal abuse is so like I don't know, like not talked about like it's a legit thing, like verbal abuse towards another person. And this is a case, I think, of like verbal abuse to somebody.
Oh, completely.
And not like, I'm sure he didn't ever do anything wrong, but...
Right. I mean, you can hear that on the video.
Yeah.
He clearly is getting riled up, probably drunk. Maybe I don't know his history with drugs or how relevant it was to this case, but he is a messed up individual for sure.
Yeah.
But you can sense, though, he's not retaliating in the sense that she's painting the picture of.
Right.
Well, yeah, I think
sad.
someone online said too that it's ruined his whole career. Like this
for
whole
sure.
thing happening. Like he doesn't.
Well, didn't this? Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he bring this to trial in court because of all the shit she was saying before? Right.
Yes. So the first trial he lost.
Yeah.
Which was about her coming out against his violence. So she won. This is the trial, him retaliating, saying, hey, I've got money, but like you've ruined my career and
ruined my character.
Right. So I think it's $100 million from what I remember.
Damn.
Wow.
It's a lot. Now I will say they're trying to not be biased because I love him so much, and there is that cult following, but but she is young in her career. She has more at stake than he does. He has lived a full career.
He's done so much.
Yeah,
like you guys
I
said.
think it's like 50 plus movies plus other things. I mean, he could just retire. It's fine. Whereas she's in her mid 30s,
probably
something like that. She just kind of got her career going when they got together, or at least was coming more into the spotlight. So she's got a lot more to lose. So you wonder. I mean, I think there's just a lot of things that aren't said, but she will have a lot more to lose if she loses this case. So
kind of wish at the end of the day that they could have just settled it without having to do all this, but hey,
right.
Life, love, and
Jack Sparrow.
And I'm still a fan of Sauvage, the cologne.
Oh yeah, actually, hasn't that been what's kept him going?
I don't know, but I love it.
Oh,
the
it might
cologne,
be.
because I still
Him
think
playing guitar in the mountain.
Yeah,
I think he's
coming out with an album.
Good.
Yeah, Sauvage.
Yeah, you know what? Did you hear that on one of the videos of this trial? Is she was making fun of him, saying, "You're not fancy enough for Dior. They
Really?
you can't do that. Like even if they offered to you, you shouldn't do that because you're not fancy enough for their brand."
Well, and then she said she
Does
hated.
she know who she's with?
She said she hated hanging out at the house with him and his old friends because all they do is sit around and play guitar. Like a bunch of old dudes playing around playing guitar.
Fun fact, though, if no one else understands, I just want to say Johnny Depp is not this. Well, first of all, he's not this guy that's just playing guitar.
Doesn't he actually know how to play guitar?
Yes. So his whole thing, I don't know when he started exactly. I should know from his biography, but he made his entire career on music. He moved out to LA, little Kentucky town, went to LA to like support himself and his band. Definitely didn't take off. He became a pen salesman, like literally just fountain pens. Somehow meets Nicolas Cage, and Nicolas Cage says, "Hey, I know you need work, you need money." Because he's like, yeah, I'm broke. I'm trying to make it as a musician. I'm a great guitarist and singer, or at least guitarist.
Yeah.
If you've seen what is that movie? Oh, you guys know it. The musical that came out a few years back. Well, anyways, he's done singing, and he's just a fine singer, but he's definitely a great guitarist. And so Nicolas Cage, he said, hey, Nightmare on Elm Street needs some extras. You could get some extra cash. That's exactly how his career started.
That's right. He was in Nightmare on Elm Street.
First gig, and they thought, ooh, you're a cute individual. Maybe we'll hire you for something else. And then, boom.
Well, it's interesting, too, because we actually watched the making of that movie, and that movie was a miracle that even happened, too.
I heard that.
Yep.
Yeah,
like, it was against
crazy.
all freaking odds that it happened. Like, it's crazy. A lot of those old movies like that, but I don't know. He's definitely, and then, Nicolas Cage ended up, going on to do, what was that movie where he was like a skull on a motorcycle and...
Skull on a motorcycle?
Remember? He
got
lit on fire. Yeah. He went on to do like really crazy. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
Where he was on a motorcycle and then his head would light on fire and he turned into a skull.
Like a superhero,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, superhero kind of.
Oh, wild.
Yep.
Yeah, so
that's nostalgic.
Johnny Depp ended up going on to be probably more successful.
Oh, he definitely did.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this has been fun, and we are drinking.
Wine's great.
Don't forget to check out Revelation Cab Merlot Blend at Trader Joe's, and this one's really good. I like this one. It's very smooth.
I love it.
Super drinkable.
Mm-hmm.
You always say that.
No, but it is.
It's
I've
very
actually
drinkable.
Never tried it.
Yeah.
Oh,
really?
awesome.
It's your first time? Yeah. I just think it's.
Last thing to say before we get off. Okay, we did corn on the cob on the grill, and we put this new ranch seasoning blend from Trader Joe's on top of the corn. Okay, that was like
game changer.
Game changer for your corn season this year. Yes.
Love
all right,
it.
Megan. Cheers. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for all the Johnny Depp knowledge.
Yay.
Love you guys.